The first station, Jesus is sentenced to die.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world. Pilate the Roman ruler said to Jesus, "Are you a king?" "My kingdom is not of this world," Jesus answered. To the people of Jerusalem, Pilate said, "What shall I do with Jesus your king?" "Crucify him," they said. So Pilate gave orders for Jesus to be nailed to the cross. It wasn't fair. You didn't deserve to die. Many times people don't seem to understand, do they, Jesus? They jump to conclusions and yell at me for something I didn't do or didn't mean. Help me to accept their mistakes as you accept the mistakes I make in this life.
The second station, Jesus picks up his cross.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
The soldiers who had beaten Jesus up made him carry a huge cross through the streets. The crowds laughed at him. They kicked him, pushed, and insulted him.
Jesus, your own people hated you that day. Jesus, my problems seem so small compared to yours, but you care about mine anyway. You want to help me with my crosses because you knew how hard it was to carry your own.
The third station, Jesus falls for the first time.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Jesus came to bend in the road and fell in the dirt. The heavy crosses fell on top of him and the shoulders kicked him. But Jesus got up very tired and very lonely. Only a week ago they welcomed him into the town as a friend. Now they kicked and made fun of him.
Jesus, I fall too. Sometimes I make mistakes or don't finish things I started, and I get frustrated and mad because people laugh at my mistakes. Help me to get up and try again, just like you did.
Fourth station, Jesus meets his mother.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
People hated you, people yelling and screaming at you. There wasn't a friendly face in the whole crowd. And then there was your mother. She saw your pain and your suffering, and she loved you all the more.
Jesus, you gave me parents. Sometimes I don't believe they love me. Sometimes I don't show them that I love them. Help me to show my parents like you love your mother.
The fifth station, Simon helps Jesus carry his cross.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
The cross got so heavy and Jesus got weaker and weaker. The soldiers grabbed a man from the crowd named Simon and forced him to carry the cross for Jesus. They didn't want to, but they made him. Jesus, help me to give a helping hand to people even when I don't feel like it. Help me to understand that when I do help someone, I'm really helping you. Sixth station, Veronica helps Jesus.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
They say she was a gentle lady and her house was along the street. That is how she saw him. She saw Jesus' kind face, but it was torn and bloody, suffering, and near death. So she soaked a towel in cold water and rushed downstairs through the mob and wiped his face with the cool water.
Jesus, I know some kids in my class who are ignored, laughed at, and made fun of. Help me to change that and act with love towards them like Veronica did towards you. The seventh station, Jesus falls for a second time.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world. He falls again. Now the soldiers are really afraid that he will not reach the top of the hill. Simon helped, Veronica helped, but he still falls. Now everyone wonders if he has failed, if he has given up, but you got up. Jesus, you got up because you loved us so much and had to show us that we can beat anything that hurts us and makes us sad.
The 8th station. Jesus sees the woman of Jerusalem.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Along the road there were women who loved Jesus. Seeing Jesus' tired face, bleeding hands, and his scraped knees, they cried very hard. They cried because they knew Jesus did not deserve this. But Jesus told them to care for others who had no one to care for them. The poor people, the people without homes or friends. Jesus,
you were hurting too, and yet you told those who cared about you to care about others. Help me to care about others without thinking about my own wants first. I must because you did.
The 9th station. Jesus falls for the 3rd time.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Almost at the top of the hill, Jesus fell for the last time. He knew if he got up again, he would take a few more steps and then be nailed to the cross. Why get up? I wouldn't.
Jesus, you did get up. You got up because you knew that to love us, you had to get up. Many times I don't think things for people because I don't want to use my time to share my gifts. Help me to live like you and give for others unselfishly and freely.
10th station. Jesus' clothes are stripped off of him.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Jesus stood tall on the top of the hill. The angry and screaming crowd were looking at him. Then the soldiers grabbed his clothes and took them off his back.
Jesus, you stood there. You knew that clothes didn't make a person good or bad, a friend or an enemy. Help me to never make fun of a person because of the clothes they wear. You showed us that it didn't matter. It is the person that counts, not their clothes or their looks.
The 11th station. Jesus is nailed to the cross.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Can you imagine what a crucifixion is? The soldiers stretched out Jesus' arms. They held his hand and wrist against the wood and pressed the nail until it stabbed his flesh. Then with one heavy hammer, smash, they drive it through, and a pain bursts like a bomb of fire in his brain. They seize the other arm, and pain again explodes.
Jesus, you really love us.
The 12th station. Jesus dies. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Take a moment to pray.
Thirteenth station. Jesus is taken down from the cross.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
The soldiers took him down and laid him in the lap of his mother. As he laid there, Mary remembered the words of her son about the bread. This is my body broken for you, and over the wine, this is my blood shed for you.
Jesus, help me to see how much you love us each time I go to church, to Mass, and if I receive communion, may I see you.
Jesus, 14th station. Jesus is buried.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Jesus, you died and you were buried. But this is not the end of the story. The end of the story is not a sad story. We know that in 3 days you rose from the dead and you live again. You are alive and you live in each of us. You want to help us carry our crosses through tough times. For this, we praise you,
We bless you, and we give you thanks.